Woo! Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll, child. Oh, mercy. Yeah, it's that time of year. Um, yeah, I'm not Catholic or anything, but come from South Louisiana. Not born there, but raised there. And Mardi Gras time has rolled around. I'm living in Las Vegas, Sin City. Don't really celebrate Mardi Gras here, but I figured I would keep the tradition alive. Um, so I'm having a king cake from Gambino's Bakery. I think it's Joe Gambino's Bakery. It founded in 1949, apparently. And from New Orleans, Louisiana. Um, yeah. Well, I think it was Kenner. I think that's where it was actually from, but I'm not 100% sure. It was in the paperwork. But yeah, I'm gonna have a Mardi Gras party here today. I got me a Mardi Gras boa. Yeah, feathers are flying. So I'm probably not gonna keep this on. And I got me a pretty Mardi Gras fascinator. Little bracelet that came with it. And I got my beads, y'all. And y'all know about the whole bead tradition, right? You know, you're supposed to, you know, show your boobies and scream at the top of your lungs at the parades as the parade floats as they go by. Throw me something, mister. You know, as you flash, which I don't know if they do that anymore, you know. Um, Things have kind of changed a little bit in Louisiana. It's not quite as grown up as it used to be. You know, it used to be really, really wild, and you know, I don't know. I think they might have tamed it down a little bit, but anyway, this king cake came from Gambino's Bakery. It arrived a little bit beaten up. You know, the FedEx people were a little rough on it, but I kind of patched it together, and I put the frosting on and the colored sugar. It's it's orange. It's supposed to be gold, but it's orange. So I guess that qualifies as gold. Green and purple, royal colors. And somewhere in this king cake, there's a baby. There's a little plastic baby. Um, and the tradition is when you have a king cake party, whoever gets the baby pays for the king cake at the next king cake party. Yeah. Uh, Also, I'm gonna have shots. I've got some Kahlua and some Baileys. Yeah, we were partying for birthdays last week, so we had plenty of booze left over. But okay, ooh, it's enough feathers. Ah, yes. And I've shaken it out like crazy, but there's still lots of feathers to be had. With my hair. Okay. Whew. So I'm gonna be eating some feathers. First, let me do a little shot of Kahlua and start my party. Not quite to the second line, but almost. Ooh, rum. Rum and coffee liqueur. That's good, yeah. That's good. Let me move that to the side over there. So, the original Irish cream. Ooh, yeah. Somebody's been hitting on this kind of hard. Yeah, we had Kahlua Kahlua and cream mudslides for Tommy and Susan's birthday. Mmm. Mmm. I love that. Mmm. Okay. I love that stuff. So yummy. Oh. Yeah, New Orleans is a whole mix of ethnicities. And they even have an Irish quarter, I discovered. They have all sorts of stuff. You know, Italian, Irish, Spanish, African, Creole. There's just something for everybody in New Orleans. Let me move that over there. And let's cut into this beautiful king cake. I don't know if y'all got a good look at this. But yeah, the FedEx guy, he had it like up on its side when he was at the door. It was like up on its side, and I was looking at him like, what the fuck? That's my cake, dude. So there was like bits of cake all over the place. I was like, man, it's a wonder it got here in the shape that it's in. It's a wonder. Like, how did it even make it like this? Let's see. And this is the cream cheese kind. I like the filled. I'm gonna get the fat end. I might eat 2 big honking pieces and save some for Susan to try. And Thomas, he's like, he might not eat none at all. Ooh. Cause he's like all anti-sweets. Once in a while he'll eat some kind of sweets. But most of the time he's like, no. Ooh. Yeah, I think I got enough sugar on there. Oh, that's good. Now you can't really see the filling though. It's hard to see it. You can't really see it. But it's a nice piece of cake. And I'm gonna dig right in. Oh, excuse me. Oh, she moist. It's kind of got that cinnamon roll thing going on. Ooh. You feel like royalty. Let's see, while I'm sitting here. Nibbling on a king cake. Let's get some history. History of king cake. King cake history. As a symbol of the holy day, a tiny plastic baby, I told you about that baby, is placed inside each king cake. The king cake tradition is thought to have been brought to New Orleans from France in 1870. A king cake is an oval-shaped bakery delicacy cross between a coffee cake and a French pastry that is as rich in history as it is in flavor. Let's see some more of that history. The Mardi Gras or Carnival season officially begins on January 6th, or the 12th night, also known to Christians as the Epiphany. And that's when Jesus first showed himself to the three women, or the three wise men into the world on this day. It's decorated in royal colors of purple, which signifies justice, green for faith, and gold for power. These colors were chosen to resemble a jeweled crown honoring the wise men who visited the Christ child on Epiphany. Very interesting. In the past, such things as coins, beads, pecans, or peas were also hidden in each king cake. Yeah, talk about a choking hazard. I'm chewing very carefully. Mardi Gras has a movable date and may occur on any Tuesday from February 3rd to March 9th, as it's always the day before Ash Wednesday and always falls 46 days before Easter. Oh, very cool. And that would be Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday is what I'm celebrating today, actually. And that's the day before you. I guess what they would call Passover, maybe. Let's see. Let me look up Fat Tuesday. History of Fat Tuesday. Mardi Gras is French. French for Fat Tuesday, reflecting the practice of the last night of eating rich, fatty foods before the ritual fasting of Lent. Oh, okay. Of the Lenten season. Oh, excuse me. So Mardi Gras literally means Fat Tuesday. Okay. Okay. So you're supposed to feast on Fat Tuesday. That's a feast holiday. I love those feast holidays, though. Of course. Here we go. 133 to 31 BC. Some think Mardi Gras may be linked with the ancient Roman pagan celebrations of spring and fertility, such as Saturnalia, which dates back to 133-31 BC. The celebration honored the god of agriculture, Saturn. It was observed in mid-December before the sowing of winter crops. It was a week-long festival when work and business came to a halt. On the Julian calendar, which the Romans used at the time, the winter solstice fell on December 25th. Hence, the celebration gradually became associated with Christmas. They celebrate a form of it in many different cultures. Okay. Well, of course, pagans. Pagans have a hand in many, many, many Christian traditions. So, you know, I hate to break it to you, Christians. I love you, but your traditions are borrowed. Sorry. But, I mean, that's the way it is, though. I mean, the world was here long before. You know, but I don't knock anybody's beliefs, you know. Everybody believes what they want to believe, you know. And, you know, I think the only beef that I have with Christianity is their rigidness to disallow other people their beliefs. You know, they're very rigid and strict, you know. It's like, my way is the only way, you know. And I believe that everybody has a right to believe what they want to believe, you know. And I believe that everybody should just, you know, let everybody else do what they want. You know, nobody's hurt, as long as nobody's hurting anybody, you know what I mean. But, you know, like I said, to each his own. I've always been the kind of person to kind of pick and choose, you know. You know, even Christians say that, you know, God and Jesus are in your heart, and basically you know what's right and what's wrong. And I've kind of always felt that, you know. I know what feels right and what feels wrong. So I kind of live my life that way. I mean, I didn't always. I mean, there were times when I was a teenager that that I really deeply regret and that I'm sorry for. But some of the things that I did to other people at that time in my life, you know, I had to learn those lessons. You know, I had to learn those lessons. And it's like, you know, there's a certain way you behave. There's a certain way you act. You know, and you have to live your life from a place of love. You know, and treat others the way you want to be treated. That golden rule, you know. And do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Isn't that it? Isn't that the golden rule? Oh man, I laid that frosting on thick, didn't I? I think it's time for another shot. Oh. Kahlua. Created for cocktails. Well, I'm not having a cocktail right now. I am the cocktail. So I'm not going too heavy on this because I want to save this for other people. This is my quota for the next couple days. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Of course, I could have made myself a big mudslide to go with all this, but that would have been overkill, in my opinion. And I wanted at least 4 shots, not just 2. And I wanted to, like, show myself having the shots. I could drink this bottle. Easy. Ooh, talk about some calories, y'all. Okay. Ooh. That made me a little warm. I've been drinking a lot lately. I'm trying to cut back on my eating. I'm replacing my food calories with alcohol calories. I don't know how healthy that is. Oh man, when I was a kid, I lived in Louisiana all my life. Well, I mean, except for a few times. My grandparents moved me. We moved around a few times. Well, when my grandparents got me, I went from Tennessee, where I was born, to Baltimore, Maryland. Which, why they didn't just go back to Puerto Rico, I'll never know, because they were happy in Puerto Rico. Why didn't they just go back to Puerto Rico? I would have been fine. I would have been fine there. Anyway, they went to Maryland, and we lived there for a little while. I got a little baby. And the first piece, granted, it was a pretty big piece. I gotta clean the baby. Like a mama, I gotta wash my baby. I don't feel like a plastic baby. Yeah, it's a little baby butt. It's a little baby booty. Oh, excuse me. That's a little baby. That's a little baby Jesus. Oh. Well, I guess I get to buy the king cake for the next king cake party, too. Oh, cute. Man, okay. Yeehaw. Okay. Well, okay. Where was I? Maryland. We lived in Baltimore, Maryland for a little while. And then we moved to Louisiana from there. And then we lived in Louisiana for a little while. We rented a house. And then we moved from Louisiana to West Virginia for a little while. Then we moved back to Louisiana, bought a house. And then we moved and spent 6 months in Shreveport, Louisiana instead of Lake Gonzales, which is near Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Between Baton Rouge and New Orleans. But my point is we lived really close to New Orleans. I mean, they had Mardi Gras, like, parades and stuff all over Louisiana. North Louisiana, South Louisiana, all over. And I went to plenty of parades, but I never got taken to actual New Orleans Mardi Gras. And really, there's no point in going now because they've dumbed it down so much since Katrina. It's not the same as it was back in the day. And it's like what they've tried to do to Las Vegas. You know, they've tried to make it a family-friendly type tourist area. And I was like, come on, man. Yeah, kids are great, but they effing ruin everything. Everything. For adults. I mean, yeah, I love kids. Kids are awesome, you know. I'm actually really good with kids, but you know, adults want adult fun, and Las Vegas and New Orleans, you know, they were adult tourist areas. And now they want to bring their kids to Bourbon Street. What? No. No, don't. It's like turning your child loose on the internet with no parental controls. Are you serious? And then blame the internet that your child ends up with some kind of horrible, you know, education that you didn't bargain for. It's not the internet's fault, dumbass. It's you. You know, the internet or the television is not a babysitter. You know, if you want to sit your kid down in front of the television and go play, what did it used to be, what was one of them farm games that used to be popular? I used to play it, but it's been so long since I played them farm games, I forgot already. But yeah, you know, yeah, people had their kids taken away because they were playing them farm games. You know, I just don't understand, you know. You know, and they want to deny women reproductive rights. And they got all these neglected children running around, parenting themselves. Probably an unpopular opinion, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, my grandparents, or my mother, you know, she was very free-spirited, you know. She brought me to a Mardi Gras parade in Spanish Town, Baton Rouge. And they were throwing condoms in the audience, in the crowd, and, you know, yeah, they were doing some really racy stuff. So, it was slightly educational. But no New Orleans Mardi Gras, you know. I didn't see a whole lot of boobies. But yeah, there's no point in me going to Mardi Gras now. So I missed out. And I was right there. But I got plenty of awesome New Orleans, like way before it changed, because they didn't card kids in New Orleans when I was like 14, 15, 16. No, they didn't. I spent time in plenty of adult clubs, gay bars with like dancers on the bar, pulling their junk right out, putting my hands on it. I was like, oh, thank you, sir. Very nice. You know, I'm freaking like 16, you know. Just wonderful. Having a blast, New Orleans. So, those were the days. Yeah, I had a drinking problem back then too, though. That's why you don't catch me drinking very often. I started drinking when I was like 11. Started smoking cigarettes when I was 11. Something like that. And I was a very, very heavy drinker. Probably 14, 15, 16. By the time I was 16, I was a blackout drunk. Yeah, I would wake up in very strange places. In various states of undress. And if it wasn't for... well, I don't know if I'd get in trouble for even saying it, but smoking like Canadian cigarettes, maybe I'd say that. I don't know if y'all catch my drift. 420. There we go. Because, you know, I had a monetization issue on my last live when I pulled out my stuff. Anyway, I started smoking, and that actually helped me break my issue with alcoholism. You know, so obviously I wasn't an alcoholic, so I was very lucky. So now, I mean, I can drink, but I know my limitations. And I was like, you drink until you feel a little bit of something, you feel a little warm, maybe your face gets a little numb, and then you're like, okay, back off, Candy. That's enough. That's quite enough, young lady. Ooh. I want that big old hunk there. Let's see, maybe I'll just take part of it. Okay, that's good. Oh, that one kind of fell apart. Yeah, it's so moist. It's kind of, there's What's that word, man? I hate that moist word. I had this discussion with a friend of mine. Let me find her YouTube channel. There she is. Desi, D-E-S-I, Wenzel, W-E-N-Z-E-L. That's her YouTube channel. She does kind of like self-help kind of stuff like that. Let me go to her about page and see what she's about. But we were discussing moist and different ways to address that word situation, and I already forgot. But she had some excellent suggestions. Self-care is actionable. You must do something every single day for you, no matter what. See, I love that. I love that. She's awesome. Let's see. This channel is designed to support the creative entrepreneur move through challenges of anxiety, fear, and resistance. All right. Desi Wenzel. Hi. I know you'll be watching this at some point. Oh, shoot. Let's see. Check this out. Oh, shoot. I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, hell. I got it right here. Get off that. Where are you at? Yes. It's from Gold Belly. May the fork be with you. Yeah, this came from Gold Belly. Or Gold Belly ordered it for me, basically. Gold Belly's awesome. They have so many things I can order from Gold Belly. I just wish the mail people would be nicer to my stuff. It worries me. It's not Gold Belly's fault. It's not Gambino's Bakery's fault. It's dang mail people. And they gotta be rough with stuff. But it still came out pretty. And obviously it's still delicious. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can definitely taste the cream cheese filling. It's good. It's sweet and tangy. Oh, but yeah, I went to several different types of parades as a kid. I grew up kind of near a place called Port Vincent, and they had boat parades. Isn't that weird? Yeah, the boats would go by and throw beads and stuff. They didn't just throw beads at these parades either. They threw doubloons, like they were like coins, and they had like stuff like on the doubloons from the different parades to like commemorate the parades. They threw cups, commemorating each parade, the year and stuff from the year. And of course beads, candy, and just all kinds of things. Hey doggy, what are you doing out? I don't have nothing for you today. I'm not feeding you no cake. I can't see you. But, oh man, the Mardi Gras was always a fun, exciting time. I loved going to parades. Really? And shook him all the way to his tail. How about you, Rama? You like Mardi Gras? You a Mardi Gras dog? You like Fat Tuesday? You're not a very fat dog. Kitty cat's getting down off the table. Her little purrs. I see you. Well, at least that boa didn't cost very much. Because I wore it for what, like 2 minutes? And I wore it for a couple of pictures. That was really cheap. That was a nice boa though. Maybe I'll go out to a Mardi Gras party. Like a real Mardi Gras party one year. And they have a nice casino here called the Orleans. Maybe they do something for actual Mardi Gras. Who knows? I haven't seen anything advertised. Nothing exciting. Whew, I got too much cake, of course. You want to get back in your house? Are you waiting for permission? That's so funny. You know how he stands at the door and wanting to go out? He stands at the door of his crate wanting to go back in his crate. It's like anywhere there's a door, he stands waiting for permission. The cat, she just went outside. She's like, I don't need permission. Screw y'all. I do what I want. But the dog needs permission to go outside. He needs permission to go inside. Or come inside. Oh, he just came back out. He don't need permission to come outside of his little house. But he wants permission to go back in. He's like, are you talking about me? Oh, you're talking about me. I'm not weird. You're weird. Lady. more cake right now. That's gonna sit there for a little while. Mm. 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 You wanna go outside too, puppy? You go outside? You wanna go outside? Huh? Outside? 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 Good boy. All right. Woo. Okay. Laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Yeah, I grew up in Red Stick, Baton Rouge. Well, not really. I mean, I was outside of Red Stick in Gonzales, which that's more of a Spanish word, I think. I have no idea what that means. But Ascension Parish. Ascension. Yeah. That was my home. A lot of good times there growing up. A lot of good friends. A lot of good memories. Mi vida loca. More Spanish. I can't speak Spanish. I cannot speak Spanish. I can't speak French either. But there's two languages that I need to learn, or would want to learn. I know some words, but I know enough Spanish to kind of understand a little bit about what's being said, but I don't know it. I kind of pick out what's going on in Spanish. But living in the West, it would probably be beneficial for me to learn Spanish. But I don't necessarily plan on staying here in the West. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I know Susan and Tommy would want me to stay here for as long as possible, but I want to get back to the hills, mountains at some point. And there's hills and mountains here, but I like trees. I like green. Green. I miss the green. Oh, I miss lots of oxygen and not as much dust and pollen and pollutants. And it's like, I thought coming out here to the West and to the desert would be good for my, breathing. But I was wrong. I was like, oh, dry climate. Yeah, oh, that'll be great. Thought getting out of the humidity would be good for me, but no. Because out here, it's all dusty and stuff. And it's like I'm breathing in all this junk all the time, and it's like clogging me up, and it's bad. And it's like my breathing's been worse out here than it's been anywhere. But it is what it is, and it'll get better eventually. Well, I say that. I've always been one for wishful thinking. But I tell you what, there's something to be said for that, because, dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. They have for me. Plenty. And there's something to be said for gratitude as well, The more thankful you are for the little things, the more little things keep coming, I won't sit here and preach like The Secret or the Law of Attraction or any of that stuff, but and I'm sitting here at just, 167,000 subscribers. Which, that's a lot. That's nothing to sneeze at, That is nothing to sneeze at. I'm very, very thankful for that, but I feel very, very blessed, but I just know more blessings are on the way. And that's how I've lived for most of my life. It's really, that's how that's how I've I don't want to say that's how I've survived, but it kind of is. It started with some prosperity preachers back in 2005. Watch them prosperity preachers, and you just have faith, and so all of a sudden you start getting these windfalls of cash. Windfalls of cash. And it's like, hey, where's all this money coming from? Oh, it must be Jesus. Maybe. Just might be. You never know. But, I've always been blessed in that way, And people are like, well, YouTube isn't a job. Well, isn't it though? I'm making my ends meet. Doesn't take a whole lot of work. I'm able to sit at home and eat good food and do some editing, and I don't have a whole lot, but I don't live outside of my means either, I don't need a whole lot. I'm very, very fortunate that way. So, I don't know. It's like that count your blessings kind of stuff. But I've got big dreams, more stuff's coming. And it's like I was just planning that vacation. And it's like, yeah, Jamaica might be a little out of my reach. But Cabo San Lucas ain't. So I might be looking at Mexico. Yeah, Cabo San Lucas. Oh, sing me the song of your people, lady. Kitty, it's okay, honey. Who are you talking to back there? She goes back in the hallway and sings to herself every once in a while. There's nobody in the hall. Thomas is in bed. I'm out here. Then she goes back there and just yowls every once in a while in the dark. Yeah, I'm like looking at Pueblo Bonito Pacifica. Yeah, that's a nice one. 3 nights with air. $8.79 per person. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But that's a golf and spa resort. I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking. But I'm at this cheapcaribbean.com. Why not? They got all these different things. But I don't know. I'm not gonna do anything unless I can make sure and like be able to exchange my tickets or cancel and get my money back and all this stuff. So I don't know. I'm gonna be shopping. I'm shopping. No, I don't want to eat any more of that right now. No. I've had enough cake. Stop it. But yeah, I'm shopping. And I'm not shopping for the summer either. I'm not planning on going until maybe the holidays. And take me a Thanksgiving or Christmas vacation. I might do a Christmas vacation. I think that might be fun. It'd be a big Christmas present to myself. Go somewhere on the beach. It won't be too hot, it won't be too cold. You know, I'm not a person that likes to be overly in the sun anyway. You know, so it's not a big deal if it's overcast even, you know. Just hear the sound of the surf, that'd be nice. You know, have the all-inclusive resort thing going on, that'd be cool. But, okay, I better get out of here. So I'm like running the clock here, and I don't mean to. I just like spending time with y'all. But, anyway. Happy Mardi Gras. I love you very much. Thank you for spending time with me. I will see you next time. Bye now.